Hey, this is Aaron with Simple6. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add tickets to an existing order and how you can send them like the link where they can modify their attendee questions. So in this case, they have a meal option and we're going to allow them to edit it as well. All right, so let's dive in. The very first thing is to look up their order. So for example, let's say this person's last name was Jenkins. You can just type in a partial name here and find them right away. After you click it, you can do a bunch of things here. You can hover over here and you can see, hey, the email was delivered, but they didn't open it yet. So that's a little bit of information you may have not noticed. And the other thing that you can do is add tickets to their order. So does add another ticket? Well, that's how you can add another ticket to their order. Just make sure you have the right event time clicked here. And yeah, so basically you can click the different events here and basically add 2 tickets to their order like this. If your website was doing any kind of special pricing, you'll want to do the math on your end to determine what the pricing would be per ticket, what all the fees are, and then click add and add it to their shopping cart. That fee will charge you later on at the first of the following month. So right now we're in the middle of April, so on May 1st, the tickets that were added to the shopping cart will basically assess that fee and charge you later on to your credit card on file. Because we can't charge you automatically because this isn't really a transaction where we can do that. The other thing is how to modify your meal choices. There's 2 ways of doing it. Let me show you one way. So one right here is edit question, the attendee Q&A. And basically I would just email this link directly to the customer. And over here they can do a bunch of things. They can change participants' names, and they can also do things like, hey, I want to donate something, which is a yes/no question in the attendee questions. And they can also change their meal choices. So that's the URL right here. Now, later on, if you ever want to do an email blast to all attendees, giving them all the links saying, hey, we just added this new vegetarian option or this new fish option, and we want to give you the option of picking it now. Sorry we didn't have it earlier. Totally cool. What you can do is go to Attendee Communication, and I'll go ahead and turn this on so it'll send the event reminders. But over here, basically what you could do is you could send somebody a message, some sample subjects you're more than welcome to use. But what you can also do is you can drop in this link right here. And basically this is going to include the link right on the email. When they click it, it's going to take them to a page just like this one here where they can modify everything. So if they have any last minute name changes, or if they have any last minute meal choices, like they want to change it. Let's say there was like a spinach salmonella outbreak or something like that, and they're like, I don't want the spinach one anymore. They can change it here. So again, this is kind of handy, if you have a brand new meal option that you just got added and they didn't have it as an option to select it before, awesome. This now gives them the option to change it. So that's really handy. If you're really technical, what you can also do is you can make it like a better link. Like for example, pick your new final meal option. What you can do, and I may have spelled some things wrong here, but that's just a demo for you. You could cut this, highlight this, and go to the link builder here and drop this in just like that and click here. And now they actually don't see the link. It's just more of like a something bold that they could click that would actually take them to this page. So if you wanted to format it a little bit nicer, I'd recommend that, because right now this link, this URL would be really, really long when it goes into that email. It would be like something like super long like this. So just a pro tip, I would recommend kind of doing what I just did, putting in some text that says whatever the action is, and then putting in this right here for that. If you want to include the tickets on the email, you can do that as well too. I don't really recommend doing that, because if this is all about like we just added a new meal option, basically if the subject is that and this is what it's about, it's really handy to do it that way. Also, you can, just like MailChimp and other tools, you can say hi, comma, first name, just like this as well. Yeah, so hopefully this is helpful. Kind of showed you some tips of how to do some stuff like that. And before we disconnect, I'll show you one other option. If you only wanted to email people that ordered a certain meal option because it's no longer available, this could be really handy. So for example, on the attendee list, go over to email options And you could say, hi, first name, just like kind of like your MailChimp kind of stuff. You picked, let's say like steak. We no longer have that. Please pick a new option now. ... So what you could also do is, I'll do it one more time, kind of like what I did before. I'll click here. I'll click this. I'll cut this. I'll go over here. I'll make that a link. Kind of like what we did before. Not that special, but let me show you what is special. If I want to go to email all attendees, I could say, hey, only email people based on the meal entree that have the option of, and I should say butcher, let's say no longer have a butcher. Basically, it would email only people that bought the butcher as the meal option. Yeah, and you can say people that left it blank, for example, hey, you didn't pick any meal option at all. You could also email them specifically like that. Or you could say, hey, anybody that didn't pick charcuterie, let them know that, hey, charcuterie now has another thing on the board that was really great. You should check it out. So anyway, this is some nice features you can do to email blast people. Another thing over here is we're offering the ability for people to donate a produce option to a bank. Let's say you want to email everybody that chose no. And if you want to guilt them into saying, hey, if you donate your box, it'll go towards this, boys' home or something like that. You could email blast everyone specifically that said they did not want to donate it, for example. All right, thanks for watching. Bye now.